Hello everyone, welcome back to my Road to Onyx Part 7. This is my most recent upload, but unfortunately, if you're wondering why my rank is a little bit different than what it was last video, what happened was I played another guy in 1v1. His name is Darkness, something like that. I have him on my friends list, and I think I do show it in right here. Here, let me show you. I played against this guy right here, and I ended up winning. He's a rank 49. I mean, he was a really good player. I mean, hats off to him. I mean, it took like 40 minutes to finally beat him, but he was really good. He was really tough, and that match ended up kicking my rank up pretty far. I think I got like 30% for that win. Um, but anyways, what happened was the reason I didn't upload it because my computer crashed right in the middle of my my recording on my capture card, and it just stopped working, and I was so upset because I really wanted to get that on YouTube. It was such a good match, and it was one of the highest level matches I've played against so far. I haven't Usually players that I go up against aren't at that high of a level. That was a pretty tough opponent, and he is a diamond 6 at 40% right now after that match, I believe. So yeah, but anyways, I started playing as a different character. I went from Consano all the time, now I'm playing as Atriox all the time because Atriox for me is the best possible leader for a lot of reasons, and I will probably make a video talking all about that soon. Anyways, this isn't live, I'm just commentating because I just stopped doing the live because I didn't talk as much whenever I played live. So yeah. So I'm gonna do usually what I always do. I always try to go after the supplies early. This is actually something I started doing. I started doing this I want to say like 2 weeks ago. I just said, okay, it's probably a better idea to, just get all the supplies on the map if I can steal it away from my opponent. But this guy obviously knows what he's doing because he's trying to take my supplies as well, my energy. So just ram him there. Kill that squad. Just gonna keep on building a couple more choppers. Upgrade that because I didn't upgrade it in the beginning. I should have. I usually do that. And just, for some reason, this match I was trying to multitask or something. And he's got like 4 or 5 marine squads already, so I can't really fight that with one chopper right now. So I have to get a few more choppers. I'm just gonna keep gathering supplies and keep working on my base. I'm more of a defensive player. I like to go defensive because Atriox is such a good leader for defense, as I've gone over in past videos. The reason is because the turrets are amazing. They do like 3 times the amount of damage as like UNSC turrets do. For some reason, they're just, and plus the shields. And once you eventually start taking over the map base by base by base, and you just have all the bases upgraded with, you know, turrets and shields, it's just really hard to beat once that player gets like all the bases with shields, turrets, etc. And I'm going to be showing that in this video, which is what I do to this guy. I end up um, taking almost all the bases on the map eventually, just piece by piece slowly. But he actually did put up a really good fight. I actually thought for a second that I was going to lose. I was a little worried, but can't really worry in a 1v1 because if you do that, then you may just screw yourself. But it happens to all of us, so Oh, and if you guys haven't already, please like, subscribe, check out some of my other videos. I have all my other Road to Onyx videos in one playlist. If you wanted to start from the very first one all the way up to this one, well, you're welcome to. please subscribe and share this video with other people. Try to get my viewers and subscribers up, please. I'm trying to get my subscribers up to 20 now. We're at 12 right now, so I challenge you guys to please get my subscribers up to 20. See if we can do that by the end of this video, maybe. But anyways, I'm just gonna keep building some choppers, build a couple more grunts to mix in to help fight possibly anything else. Like if he were to throw like some cyclopses or something, I'd be able to fight the cyclops with the infantry I have. It's always good to mix your army together as best as possible. You don't want to just have one single type of unit and just a big group of it, because it's quite easy to counter. Oh, now I remember why I built the grunts too. Also, I built the grunts to help capture the nodes, obviously, because I need to actually work on capturing nodes better, but I just don't usually go for the nodes as Atriox because his economy is really good, and I just end up building plenty of generators and stuff to make sure that I have plenty of resources in case that they do take all the generators. And this guy actually, he's Cutter, so Cutter is really good at taking all the nodes. And you know, when you don't have the nodes under control, you have to have energy. If you don't have any energy input, you're not going to have any units to fight with. So it's always important to build a lot if you can. I mean, don't overkill it, but you want to balance it so that way, you know, you have plenty of energy, plenty of supplies whenever you need it. Because supplies and energy are used for the leader powers, which is essentially the main tool that you fight with as that particular leader. So always be sure you have plenty of supplies, especially. Another thing I like about Atriox is that with Atriox, the fortifications ability, building other bases costs like 200 supplies and like 80 energy instead of 500 supplies and 200 energy. So that's really helpful, and once you get like a bunch of bases with Atriox and you have it all built up, chances are in your favor you're going to win the game, as long as you have an army that you're building while you're doing all this. And see, what happens is at the beginning I'm not that strong against this guy because he has a lot of stuff. I mean, as you can see, he's going like all Marines, and he's probably going to try a Marine rush, which is what I thought. So I was like, okay, I'm going to try to kill a few of these Marines with these choppers, and I go over there and my stuff gets pretty much wiped out, and as you can see, he's dropping in like 5 more squads, and I'm just like, oh crap, I have to get out of here. So I get all my stuff out of there, I try to save it, and over at my base I was like, okay, I'm gonna build a couple of rangers to help fight that off. So another thing that you guys really need to do is you need to counter, and just be smart, don't be stupid, you know. Don't try to build, for example, don't try to build vehicles against cyclopses. Don't try to just, it's really as simple as countering your enemy. It's really that simple. That's literally how I beat some of the highest players in the game. All I do is I just build counter. I just counter. That's all I do. And what I do is I do counter units mixed in with a couple of, you know, heavy units to take some of the damage away from the counter units. Because counter units are good, but they're only good against certain units. So I try to balance it out. So I have a pretty decent army. I mean, it's okay. I have some engineers, so that way I don't have to spend more money on units that are killed or units that are damaged. I build engineers because of the fact that whenever you get in a battle, most of your units get almost damaged, almost killed, because their health is like pretty low after a long battle. And with engineers, if you have any units that survive, you can just heal them up, and they'll be just like you bought new units. Instead, you didn't have to buy new units. It saves you money and it saves you time, which is why I decided to build a few of those. I am going so defensive right now. I'm just trying to get some turrets up, trying to do little upgrades here and there, trying to balance the turrets out and balance my units. since my first base already has turrets on it, and I think they're upgraded, right? I'm pretty sure I upgraded them. Um, I'm going to start focusing on my second base, getting those turrets up, getting the shield up, you know. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to be balancing while building a couple of elite rangers to counter that infantry, because literally that's all he has is infantry. So all I have to do really is get about 10 rangers out, and that's a guaranteed probably wipeout for the infantry he throws at me. Plus the turrets will do damage in the back while they're shooting at my army, so he won't be able to destroy my base. This is why I love Atriox, because you can easily get turrets up without it damaging your economy too badly. Plus the turrets are really, really strong when you get them fully upgraded. And as you can see, he can't touch me right now because I have anti-infantry, I have turrets up, and there's just nothing he can do to me right now because I have plenty of stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and get a hero out to just make my army a little bit bigger and stronger. Probably gonna build a couple of anti-air here and there. Just want to be ready for anything that he throws, because he does throw air at me, and eventually, and I don't know this right now, but I was like, okay, I'll probably build a couple of, okay. I built a mauler for some armory, because maulers take a lot of the damage. They're like a tank, they can take a lot of damage. I built that to absorb some of the attack that I'll be facing here in a second. You know, and I was actually pretty shocked at how decent this guy was doing in the beginning, but and I knew he was coming to get me. I was like, okay, well, I'll just put this in the back. I'm gonna put everything in the back so those rangers can snipe him from a distance instead of facing him up close. And as you can see, I'm building some locusts in there too. I'm just trying to do a mixture of a little bit of everything, so that way it's a stronger army and it's a harder army to beat versus just a single army with, you know, just counter units. Got some engineers going, I got some elite rangers, I got some vehicles. I mean, I got a mixture of everything, so it's gonna be a lot easier to fight infantry with a mixture of vehicles, anti-infantry, plus I got healers, so pretty good shape right now. And I'm just waiting for him to attack, oh wait, I do guess I decide to push forward and attack him, because I have a pretty decent army. I went ahead and got fortifications too, so that way my turrets will do more damage and my base will have more health on it. And since he hasn't taken that, I'm going to use it as another energy source. I decided to build a shroud. A shroud, if you guys don't know what it does, it camouflages your units, so if they don't have any detect units, which he doesn't right now, since all he has is marines, he won't be able to detect my units if I camouflage him. And that's what I thought at that second. And then he engages me over here. And if you notice, I just have my bulwark on standby. I'm waiting for him to use like his leader powers on my stuff, and right when he tries to do that, I'll just counter it with a bulwark. And I just figured out he's going air, so I was like, okay, just gotta mix in a couple of reavers with my army now. I didn't lose any units, and my engineers are healing on my guys that got damaged, so I won't have to rebuy them in the next battle. decent battle here. I go ahead and I think I use it. Yeah, I use it right here. Keep my locusts in the back so they can do some damage. And I think I go ahead. I was thinking about eradicating him, but I don't think I used it because I didn't need it. I was like, okay, I don't really need it here. And I decided to use Dying Breath, which gives your units the ability to keep fighting even after they die a little bit. And I was kind of losing this battle here because he's got a lot of air and I don't really have any anti-air, so I went ahead and retreated to my base where I have turrets that can fight the air. And I was like, okay, build a couple of Reavers, upgrade that base. And he's just going to go for that base over there, so that'll buy me a few extra seconds to get some more units out. Get a couple of anti-air up here on these turrets so we can shoot the air. And I went ahead and built another vehicle depot so I could vehicle depot. I mean, I'm so used to Halo Wars 1. I mean, whatever it's called, whatever it is. Foundry. Jeez. Still haven't got the names down. So I'm gonna get a couple more Rangers. Wait for get a couple more Reavers out because he's gonna probably go like an army of Hornets is what I was thinking. So.
Foundry constructed. Augmented extractor upgrade complete. Leader power ready. Weapons ready. Liberating point.
I just wanted to see if I could capture this node. Since he's not over there, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go for it.
Leader power ready.
Upgrade my vehicle. And I'm at about.
The enemy is present.
And then he comes over with his army of Hornets and just starts destroying the heck out of my little squad there. Yep, he's got like all air, and I was like, okay, better start double pumping air, anti-air then. Went ahead and upgraded my turrets again at my base, so I have more health. If we tried to attack, I'd have a little bit more leniency, more rope. I figured he was going to attack this base, so I got my stuff over here.
Vehicle level 1 researched. All units. Infantry level 2 researched. Reinforcements level 1 researched.
I'm going to pump out a couple more Reavers because I'm going to need a few more. I don't know why I built Hunters. I guess I just like to mix it in with my army. I just want to have a little bit of everything in case he did have some vehicles that he was going to throw at me because I have no idea what else he has. I figured he would do a mixture of air and vehicles and infantry. So I built Rangers, a little bit of Hunters, Reavers, you know. I really wanted this node, so I went ahead and came over here. Wait, no, did I not go for the node? I guess not. Oh, I wanted to get a third base, because I like to take more bases and expand over the map. little by little until I have complete control of the map. That's usually what I like to do. But then as I get over here, he's coming over here to attack me, so go ahead and put my invincibility ability down. I'll just wait. I use my eradication here. And it was kind of wasted. Alright, got my engineers doing a little bit of healing. Camouflage my stuff. It's a good thing for those turrets, probably. They did a lot of damage there. As you can see, the turrets are really, really helpful. Especially on the Covenant side. I was trying to join my friend's party here. Sorry. Had to get my microphone and all that hooked up because I was just playing this and recording it. Alright, so I'm going to get my infantry upgraded, do a little bit more damage. As you can see, I'm getting a lot of power and a lot of supplies. This is what you get out of actually taking the time to build those supply pads up. And then I'm going to try to go third base just to have a little bit extra, like an emergency supply base if I actually needed it. It's always good to have that if you can get it. He just wants to take all the nodes, like he really needs the energy apparently. He really needs it. So I'm just gonna try to take a few nodes back. I'm not gonna try to go for all the nodes though, but I'm just gonna try to get a couple to get a little boost in my supplies and energy. And here he comes with this huge army over here. I'll just camouflage my guys. See if I can. And I was like, oh crap, I'm probably gonna lose here. So I was fixing to use my dying breath ability because he has so much air. I mean, it's just crazy how much air he has. I was like, okay, I gotta retreat to my main base so I can have those turrets backing me up because all my guys are getting like destroyed over here. So this is the biggest battle of the match right here. It's where he attacks. Oh wait, no. See if I hadn't built those turrets right there, he probably would have won right there. If it weren't for those turrets backing me up, he would have just wiped out my base with that and wiped out the rest of my army. That's why it's so important to have defense, guys. If you don't have defense, you're screwed. In case if something goes wrong, you lose your army and you don't have any defense, you're gonna lose. That goes both ways with Covenant and with UNSC. But the thing is with UNSC, building turrets is just a lot. It's a lot of supplies you have to spend, and it takes time too. It's not easy to always manage your supplies after you used all of it, most on the turrets, because for UNSC turrets cost 250 supplies each. No, they cost 300 each. So for one base, you're looking at 1,200 supplies, and plus the energy to upgrade them is 200 each. It's either 200 or 300, so I think it's 1,200 supplies and 1,200 energy. So, oh, it is 300. So you're looking at 1,200 supplies and 1,200 energy just for having a decently upgraded protected base. With the Covenant, on the other hand, with Atriox, each turret for me costed 150 supplies, and each turret upgrade costed 200 energy. So with the turns I have right now, you're looking at 600 energy and about 450 supplies. That's less than half of what it costs at UNSC. So that's why I love Atriox a lot. The costs are a fraction of what the UNSC is. For defense, anyways. Plus, his abilities are just amazing. You have Eradication Beam, which wipes out a whole army. You have the Atriox's Bulwark, which makes your units invincible for a short period of time and heals it. And then you have the Unbreakable, which also makes your whole army invincible for a short period of time. And, you know, when you have, like, 3 bases with, you know, max turrets, defense, and you got your army out, it's pretty close to impossible to lose, as long as you're doing everything that you're supposed to be doing, and you have your bases protected, and you got, you know, so many places to train your units, which is what I tend to do here. I try to get a 3rd base to get more supplies, and as you can see again, he's coming straight forward at me with Cyclopses to take care of my Reavers and some infantry to fight with. Yeah, and then right here is the biggest battle of the match, right here. This is pretty cool. He throws everything he has at my main base. As you can see, he throws literally everything. And then I use my eradication, and it pretty much wipes out everything. That was just a perfect, like, eradication right there. And he's still got his gunships shooting at my guys in my base. Uses an airstrike. Then my Reavers pretty much take care of the gunships that he put down. So over here I was like, okay, I'm going to build a couple more supply pads, a couple more energy pads. And as you can see, my base is pretty much undamaged. It's not really... No turrets got destroyed. My base has pretty much full health. So that's really, really good, because that gives me a huge advantage, and plus it gives me time to build up on the space over here that he's not thinking about right now. So I'm going to go ahead and get a cloaking generator, shield generator, and 2 turrets. My supplies and energy rate may go down for a second, but, well, not the rate, but the amount I have may go down for a second, but the rate's gonna, like, triple. And then I'll be able to build anything I want. So no matter what he throws, I'll be able to counter it so easily and so quickly. Eventually, he's not gonna be able to keep up with me, which right now, this is about the time where I'm gonna, like, go double or triple the amount of production that he's gonna be going, so. Plus, I have my units being healed, so I don't have to spend money on those extra units that I'd lose in a second battle. So it's all coming together, and I'm about to actually, you know, destroy him pretty much. So now that I have a pretty decent army, I'm gonna push forward with what I have. Since he doesn't really have anything right now and he's just spending all his money trying to rebuild it, I'm just gonna go and see if he's got that base, which I assumed he did because he seemed like a pretty decent player, so I figured he would build a base there, but I guess he decided to focus everything on just getting those units out and not enough on his bases. So now I'm gonna have 4 bases, and whenever I have that many bases, it's guaranteed game over whenever I get it all built up. He's not gonna be able to do anything to stop my, because the amount of time it's gonna take me to rebuild my units is gonna be a fraction of the amount of time I take to rebuild his. So we got some snipers, and that's a problem for me because Covenant infantry sucks against snipers, especially the Rangers. They're no match for the snipers, so I try to make my units invincible for a second just to see if I can get a couple of his units killed. Use that dying breath to help my units stay alive even after they lose all their health for a little bit. Go ahead and camouflage. And I decided to put 1 Spirit Assault down since I just haven't used this energy or meter power yet. And I go ahead and retreat because I can't really win this battle here. He's got a lot of snipers in the back just shooting all my guys. See over here, I can automatically just start rebuilding off of more than just 2 bases, and then I'll just have my army back within like a minute, and I'll have everything back. This is the really nice thing about having a lot of bases and a lot of energy supply pads. You know, this is the nice thing about having a lot of them. I go ahead and upgrade all 3 turrets, or both turrets, to get those max. That way if he tries to attack, he's going to have a really hard time taking it out, and he's going to lose units if he tries to attack. I go ahead and get every single upgrade possible for my turret since I have all the energy I could need. Over here, I was like, well, I don't know if I should start building over there because it's not really shielded and he could attack it pretty easily.
Logistics level 2 researched. All units. Where shall I go? All units.
And he just starts attacking it right when I started freaking building it.
Leader power ready. The enemy, do we engage?
Alright, so he's got a pretty decent army over there. He's got some Cyclopses and some Nightingales, but I'm just gonna eradicate everything. I think he wasn't looking whenever I actually hit the eradication beam. I ended up wiping out everything and just instantly. He's probably like, what happened to my army? Yeah, that's what I think happened was, right when I had used the eradication, he was like looking at his base or something. He wasn't looking over there. I ended up wiping out everything, and I haven't lost a single unit yet, so... Go ahead and wipe this base out. And now I'm going to push forward. I have a full army, haven't lost anything, and I pretty much just took out his whole army in one blow, so I'm going to go ahead and push forward to his secondary base. Take out these Cyclopses on the way there. And just keep pushing forward here. Camouflage everything so that way it doesn't get shot at. And I might go ahead and use my invulnerability ability to, you know, do some damage without getting hit for a while. I actually thought I was going to lose my army here for a second. That freaking turret does so much damage. It's just the siege turrets, they're taking out my army pretty fast. Go ahead and use that dying breath to, you know, save some of my units before they get destroyed. Now over here, I went ahead and built a blister back just for fun of it, just to mix in something new that I haven't done before in a while. Let's take out this siege turret. Pretty much going to wipe out all his infantry pretty quickly, as my elite honor guards are still doing some work. Go ahead and cloak my units so that way I won't be detected. And okay, now I'm going to push forward, take out that last turret. I'm just gonna keep on rebuilding my stuff over at my base while I'm attacking, so that way I still have more and more stuff keep coming through. So all his turrets are pretty much gone now, so I'm just gonna finish off his base here. And I don't think I use my bulwark here, do I? I don't need it. Yeah, I don't need it right now. And this is his last building. I got my artillery set up there to do a little bit extra damage. Excuse me. So now I'm gonna push in. Can my artillery not reach that? I guess it can't. Oh, that sucks. I wasn't even paying attention to that though, right now. I'm just trying to take out his base. And what you guys want to make sure that you pay attention to is whenever someone builds an armory in the back of their base, if you can see it right now, he's probably going to Condor for his last move. So I went ahead and went straight for that that armory first because I didn't want him to build a Condor on me, so that way I wouldn't have to deal with it. And right after I take it out, I think he resigns. I go ahead and make my units invincible one last time, and he resigns. And it's actually really good that he resigned, because when people resign, you get a lot more XP whenever you're trying to rank up. So let's see what that puts me. I go from 64 to 84%. So Onyx is right around the corner, guys. It's going to be my next match. If I win my next match, I will become an Onyx, and if I lose, then well, I'll just have to make another video, I guess. But I'm gonna have that recorded probably and done by the time this video is posted. So please be sure to check it out. Please like, subscribe, and be sure to look at some other vids. And I appreciate all my followers and viewers. Thank you to all my subscribers. Please help me get up to 20 subscribers this week. That's what my challenge for you guys this week is. And thank you for everything, guys. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Later.